Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. The sun is shining bright early this morning. It's December the 2nd, 2024. We have just a few more days, and this year will be over. Off to 2025. I wanted to do this pre-recorded live, and I wanted to discuss something that could help you. It can help you. It's helped me. It's easier said than done, but it needs to be said. I want to talk about having restraint. Having restraint. Having the proper temperament to deal with people, to deal with obstacles, to deal with negativity. You know, all through life, we get tested. We get tested. People test us. They test us to see if we're weak. They test us to see how strong we are. They test us to see what type of reaction that we're going to give back, I should say. And when they test us, it's almost like folks get a joy out of your reactions. They get a joy out of what you might say and do. But if you have the proper restraint, if you have the proper wherewithal, you don't answer back. You don't pay it any attention. You know why? Because you know that you're headed somewhere. You got goals. You also know and you are confident within yourself of what type of person you are. You see, if you're confident in yourself, you look yourself in the mirror every day and you know that you have things to do, you have things to accomplish. You look yourself in the mirror and you say, hey, I'm going to tackle this day. And I am the man, I'm the woman to do so. Tell yourself that mentally, physically, that you can tackle anything. Then you don't worry about outside obstacles. You know, people who test you, people who say negative things about you, people who try to jump out the window or say certain things to, get your goat, as we say in the country, they don't have anything better to do. They thrive off that. So I have always said that the best response to negativity is no response at all. I want to say that again. Sometimes the best response is no response at all. Actually, I'm just going to go back to my original statement. The best response is no response at all. Now, sometimes there's times that you have to respond. When it comes to disrespecting your family, disrespecting your kids, your wife, your loved ones, your family, you have to say something. In a lot of cases, you'll want to do something. I have no kind of problem with that. But in that instance, you still kind of move silently and do what you got to do. I'm not advocating violence. That is not what I'm saying. I'm not advocating violence at all. But I am saying that you don't put up with disrespect when it comes to yours. And you know what I'm talking about, people. Don't put up with disrespect when it comes to your kids, your family. But when it comes to you, when people are, they say sticks and stones may break your bones, but words never hurt. Words do hurt. That's a lie. But there comes a time when people, they don't deserve a response from it. They don't deserve any type of attention at all. Being in my line of work, being a leader of men and women for over 20 some odd years, I've seen a lot of personalities throughout my career, and I've had to deal with those personalities. And even as a leader, when dealing with those personalities, I've had to have a lot of restraint. I've had to learn how to deal with different people who have different personalities and who have different traits, character traits. When there's problems arise, being on the fly, I've had to, deal with people accordingly. And I'm thankful, and I'm very, very thankful of being the man that I am, to where I can carry that mentality on in real life. I'm raising a daughter, a teenager. I can't come at her I can't come at her and correct her a certain way. She's not that type of person. She responds well when you admonish her in a certain tone. Some people just shut down whenever when you come at them wrong, they shut down. So you got to learn how to. If you're going to correct someone, admonish someone, you got to learn how to do it. I'm saying all that to say that whenever negative situations occur, learn how to handle it accordingly by not even responding to it. How many times we've seen stuff online, social media, people going back and forth on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. People, it's embarrassing, when grown people handle their disputes online. I was very much against, I remember when Facebook got really, really popular, and I was very much against Facebook. I was like, man, y'all got that stuff? I still don't have a Facebook page, but I was very much against Facebook because I just saw a lot of drama on there and people just airing out their dirty laundry. But I got to learn that social media is a tool. You know what I mean? You can take a screwdriver, you can take a hammer, and you can do damage to do damage to your hand. You can do damage to to other people. But the screwdriver is meant to help you. It shouldn't be to hurt. Social media is an outlet to help you. It should help you. You know what I mean? And so I had to put things in their proper perspective. But anyways, I hope that those of you that are going through life and you are having negative people around you that are constantly negative, you know what I mean? Constantly trying to stir the pot. Don't say nothing. Stay away from that stuff. The best response is no response. Steer clear of those types of people. Protect your peace. Protect yourself. Protect your mind. Because those things right there are going to help you in the long run. Man, all this stuff I'm saying is easier said than done. You know what I mean? But I've lived on this earth for a long time. I've dealt with people for a long time. And I know that sometimes people just want you to it feels like you just want to choke the hell out of people sometimes. And you just want to, choose violence. But I encourage each and every one of you at the sound of my voice who have came across negative people and negative situations that cause you to want to respond, cause you to want to just jump out the window, don't do that. Sometimes we have to uproot ourselves out of situations and out of communities, so to speak, of people that are negative. We're going to have to uproot ourselves to different communities, different situations, positive communities, positive groups of people, in order for us to not deal with all that. Now, when you deal with people, I say this all the time to the people that I manage and the people that I love, people that I lead. I say this all the time. When you're dealing with people, there's going to be drama wherever you go. You know what I mean? Wherever you go, it's going to be drama. I don't care where it's at. Whether it's at church, whether it's at a synagogue, whether it's at a mosque, people are people. People are going to be people. Just like life is going to keep lifing, people are going to keep peopling, So, with that being said, wherever you go, no matter where you uproot yourself, even though you're going to be in, saturated, if you're saturated around negativity, when you uproot yourself and go somewhere else, there's going to be negative situations and negative people there as well. But you don't center yourself around negative people. You know what I'm saying? Know how to deal with things accordingly. There's one thing that I don't, just because someone is negative and they talk about negative people, or they bring negative stuff back to you about someone else, don't jump out the window because they have an opinion. It's their opinion. You just let it go one ear and out the other. Don't get involved in that mess. Because sometimes, people bait you. People bait you into jumping out the window just because they're jumping out the window. You know what I'm saying? So you judge people accordingly. And if you got an opinion about people or about situations, keep it to yourself. I'm telling you, man, keep it to yourself. If you got, and you move accordingly. If you see a person that's messy, if you see a person that's doing some shady stuff, you make a mental note of that. Make a mental note of that. Move on. You don't have to make it known. You know what I mean? Wisdom comes by personally going through things and handling things in its proper way. That's wisdom. You don't have to let things be known because you see it. Just move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But all that being said, man, I want to say, everyone have a happy Monday. I hope I dropped some gems, and I hope I dropped some encouragement to those of you who are listening. Sometimes the best response is no response at all. So with that being said, your boy SBK is